Welcome to Namibia, a land of ultimate contrasts, where ancient sand seas meet the resilient savanna. Here, in the face of seemingly endless harshness, an incredible drama of survival unfolds every single day. Here, giants have rewritten the rules of survival. Legendary desert elephants use ancestral memory to find hidden water, while the mighty black rhinos endure the scorching heat of the Etosha salt pan, an eternal symbol of resilience. On the vast savanna, survival depends on vision and unity. The long necks of giraffes rise like living lighthouses, watching over the zebra herds on their endless journey in search of fragile grasslands. But Namibia hides a lush secret in the north. In the fertile Caprivi Strip, massive buffalo herds roam, and the roars of hippos echo across the river, creating an oasis of abundant life that stands in sharp contrast to the southern lands. From the arid desert to the fertile rivers, everything is bound by one single desire: water. It drives every migration, every encounter, and composes a grand symphony of willpower and extraordinary adaptation of life itself. South Africa, the wild heart of Africa. On the windswept beaches of the Cape of Good Hope, one of the region's most notorious and intelligent residents emerges. They are troops of baboons, creatures that have turned the coastline into their own kingdom. With an incredible ability to adapt, they mainly live here, in a unique environment where they face almost no natural predators. This has shaped the boldness in their character. Don't be fooled by their appearance. Hidden behind it are sharp canine teeth that can grow up to 3 centimeters long. These are not only tools for feeding, but also effective weapons of defense, a warning to anyone who dares to challenge them. They live in a highly organized society, maintained in troops that include both males and females. This tight-knit social structure is the key to survival, with females playing a central role in raising the young. Although some people consider them a pest due to raids into residential areas, baboons actually play a fundamental and irreplaceable role in maintaining the balance of the coastal ecosystem. However, a new challenge is emerging. Increasing interaction with humans and the irresistible lure of trash, brought in by the tides, are gradually changing their natural behavior and threatening their future. Watch them, a troop moving along the water's edge. Each individual has its own role. Some keep watch while others search for food, such as crustaceans hidden in the sand. Their intelligence is clearly shown in the way they solve problems, from opening boxes left behind by tourists to using the tides to access the richest food sources. Their life is a fragile balance between wild instincts and adapting to a world that is rapidly changing because of human presence right next to their territory. The baboons at the Cape of Good Hope are both a symbol of wilderness and a reminder of the complex coexistence between humans and nature at one of Earth's last frontiers. Let's leave the coast and head to the lagoons and calm rivers of KwaZulu-Natal. Hidden beneath the still waters are hippos, giants known for their gentle appearance but highly unpredictable temperament. During the day, they spend most of their time submerged in deep water. The cool water not only helps them stay refreshed under the scorching African sun, but also protects their sensitive skin from sunburn. But when night falls, an astonishing transformation takes place. These giants leave the safety of the river and spread out across the land to begin their nightly feeding journey. Their main food is grass, and they can travel several kilometers away from the water in search of the freshest pastures, consuming dozens of kilograms of grass each night to sustain their massive bodies. The real danger appears at dawn. Sometimes a few individuals fail to return to the river before the sun rises. That's when they become extremely tense and can be very dangerous to humans. The best advice when facing a hippo on land is to keep your distance and give them a clear path back to the river. Their territory and safety are non-negotiable. Despite their slow appearance, they can run at astonishing speeds over short distances. Combined with their massive jaws, they are one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. However, they also play a crucial role in the ecosystem. Their dung provides essential nutrients for aquatic organisms, creating a rich food chain for fish and other species. The hippo's signature grunts echoing across the river are one of the most iconic sounds of Africa's wetlands, a declaration of their powerful presence. The hippo is perfect proof that in the wild, appearances can be deceiving. They are the giants of the river, deserving both our respect and our caution. Moving deeper inland on the dry, rocky slopes, we encounter a resilient and majestic creature, the mountain zebra. Its stripes are not just for identification, but patterns that tell the ancient story of this land. Every pattern on a zebra's body is unique, as individual as the mountains they inhabit. But this beauty nearly cost them their very existence. Few people know that by the mid-20th century, this subspecies had been hunted nearly to extinction. Across all of South Africa, only about 100 individuals remained, an alarming number. Their graceful head and dense stripes made them prized trophies for hunters. Their future seemed to have reached a dead end. But a conservation fairy tale unfolded. Thanks to tireless efforts, today these zebras live in peace and safety within strictly protected reserves. Look at them now grazing peacefully, enjoying a varied diet amid the majestic scenery of mountains and ocean. A peaceful image that past generations could hardly have imagined. Their existence today is not just a matter of luck. It is powerful proof of how nature can miraculously rebound when humans act together and correct their mistakes. They move in small herds, their black and white patterns constantly shifting, creating a vibrant illusion against the rocky ground, a natural defensive tactic against predators. Watching them, we see not just a beautiful animal, but also a symbol of resilience, of a fierce will to survive against the harshest odds. The mountain zebra is, at its core, a story of hope, a reminder that it is never too late to protect our planet's treasures for generations to come. Let's move higher, to the wind-swept slopes of the Drakensberg Mountains. Here, at 1,500 meters above sea level, the majestic giants of the plateau are enjoying a feast of fresh grass. These are the African buffalo. Don't let their massive size fool you into thinking they're slow. Weighing up to 800 kilos and with fused horns on their heads like a solid helmet, They are the embodiment of primal strength. But strength is not their only weapon. Buffalo are extremely vigilant animals. They constantly raise their heads, sniff the wind, and pay attention to any unusual scent, especially that of a big cat lurking nearby. They understand a fundamental rule of survival. The greatest strength comes from unity. The risk of predator attacks drops significantly as long as they stay together in a tight-knit herd. When the heat of the day becomes intense, the whole herd rests together. This is the perfect time to lie down and ruminate under the sun, a peaceful moment that never loses its vigilance. This calm is not by chance. They know that their main enemy, the lion, also tends to rest during the hottest hours of the day. It is a peace calculated with intelligence. Each individual in the herd is a pair of eyes and ears for the group. While some rest, others stand guard, ensuring absolute protection for the more vulnerable members, such as calves and the elderly. When threatened, they don't flee in chaos. Instead, they form a nearly impenetrable wall of horns, ready to confront any enemy head-on. This collective spirit transforms them from strong individuals into a nearly invincible superorganism, a true force on the African plateau. The African buffalo teaches us a timeless lesson. No matter how strong you are, unity, vigilance, and collective wisdom are the true keys to facing and overcoming any danger. On the golden savanna, where the horizon seems endless, elephants appear like ancient giants stepping out of history. Their wrinkled skin is like a map etched with the memories of an entire continent. They do not walk alone. They move as a family. Elephants are bound by deep, unbreakable social bonds, led by a wise and experienced matriarch. Their large ears are not just for listening. They flap like sails to cool their bodies, a perfect natural radiator under Africa's blazing sun. Without the vast swamps found elsewhere, South African elephants have developed a unique habit. They bathe in mud and dust, forming a protective shield against sunlight and insects. Although generally peaceful, they have a surprisingly tense relationship with rhinos. The coexistence of these two giants in reserves sometimes ends in tragic clashes. Especially when young males enter the musth period. The surge of hormones makes them extremely aggressive, sometimes attacking and killing rhinos at the same water holes. This conflict highlights a major challenge in conservation: space. These giants need vast lands, and living in reserves sometimes pushes them into unwanted competition. When the rains arrive, carrying the promise of life, the herd welcomes it with joy. Water is renewal, joy, and the guarantee of a future for elephant calves. Their extraordinary intelligence and memory are legendary. The matriarch can lead her family hundreds of kilometers to water sources remembered from decades ago. Elephants are not just animals. They are the engineers of ecosystems. They carve paths through forests and dig water holes, benefiting countless other species. They are the soul of Africa's savanna. Watching a rhino is to feel the primal heartbeat of Africa. With its thick skin resembling armor, it seems carved from the very rocks of this land. And there, its horn, a symbol of strength and resilience. but also the curse that has pushed them to the brink of extinction due to ruthless poaching. When you see two rhinos together, it is usually a mother and her calf. The mother fiercely protects her young for the first 2 to 3 years, until it is strong enough to defend itself. Fortunately, relentless conservation efforts are bringing hope. In tightly guarded reserves, their populations are slowly increasing, a fragile victory against human greed. To fight poaching, some reserves have resorted to a drastic and heartbreaking measure: preventively dehorning rhinos, stripping them of value in the eyes of poachers. Despite their fierce appearance, rhinos are gentle grazers. Their eyesight is very poor, so they rely heavily on their sharp hearing and sense of smell to perceive the world around them. Wallowing in mud is not just to cool down. The dried mud helps remove irritating parasites and protects their skin from insect bites. Every rhino alive today is a testament to survival. They have existed for millions of years, and now their future rests entirely in our hands. Their small, yet deep eyes seem to hold secrets from an ancient time, when Earth was still untouched. They are a living link to a world long gone. The rhino is the ultimate symbol of resilience. Its existence is an endless battle and a reminder that we must act now to protect the ancient heritage of our planet. As the golden light of the setting sun spreads across the savanna, a familiar yet always astonishing silhouette appears. With grace and majesty, it is the giraffe, the gentle guardians of this land. Look into their large, expressive eyes, framed by long, thick lashes. They seem to hold both ancient wisdom and the gentle spirit of the African plains. Their coat is a masterpiece of nature. Golden patches like brush strokes from the sun create unique patterns, allowing them to blend perfectly among acacia and baobab trees. Though gentle giants, they possess a highly effective defense system. Their long necks are not only for reaching treetop leaves, but also serve as priceless mobile watchtowers. From above, they have a wide field of vision, allowing them to spot predators like lions from far away. Enough time to alert the herd and move steadily towards safety. They live as in loosely structured herds, where each individual contributes to the group's safety. The bond between a mother giraffe and her calf is especially strong, as she gives birth to only one at a time. Thankfully, within South Africa's strictly protected reserves, giraffes live a peaceful life. Here, their populations remain stable and continue to thrive. Yet this is a sad story. This peaceful picture contrasts sharply with the rest of Africa, where giraffe numbers have dropped alarmingly by 40% in just 30 years. This makes South Africa's reserves islands of hope, the last strongholds for the survival of these graceful giants against growing human pressure. The giraffe is not only a symbol of beauty. Their fate is a measure of the health of the entire ecosystem. Protecting them means protecting the fragile balance of the African savanna.